Hi everyone, how are you doing? My name is Achungo. I'm a lover of tea, coffee, and poetry. I'm also a dreamer. My greatest dream is to fly. Currently, I am a student at Maseno University. I'm the teacher to your kids. Biology and home science are my combinations. I'm a firstborn in a family of three, and I'm a pastor's kid. Both of my parents are pastors. And I guess for some reason, it is the what makes me joy, because being a pastor's kid really sets you apart from the rest of the crowd. My dad is also a teacher, so I guess I got some genes from there. Him being a teacher has given me some privileges, of course, growing up. Apart from my childhood and apart from all the nice stories that are in my childhood, what also makes me me is the fact that I'm in the advocacy space. As a student, being in the advocacy space needs you to have the grit to push, and I'm actually a little bit proud of the journey so far. So I'm the chairperson of the Maseno Transparency and Integrity Club. The club ensures that young people like you and I are able to effectively engage with the governance processes. They are able to have the necessary tools needed to be the leaders that we want for the world, and for them to be able to uphold integrity, transparency, and accountability. We are training young people on how to write petitions, memorandums, and how to meaningfully engage in public participation. With the Gen Z protests, I feel like this is our moment to just ensure that young people have their voices being effectively heard, and for them to have a share in the so-called movement. The Maseno Transparency and Integrity Club inspired me to form the Bunyore Girls Transparency and Integrity Club, and my aim is to ensure that we have an intergenerational dialogue, because for a long time I feel we have neglected our young people in high schools and primary school. Most of the time we just assume that as they get to campus or the outside world, they'll be able to develop the leadership qualities that are needed. However, I feel that as a country and with all the drama that is going on, it is very necessary for us to ensure that our students in high schools and primary schools have the necessary knowledge, ensuring that as they transition to higher learning institutions, they already have the necessary skills and tools for them to be the leaders that we need. My core principle is leadership is not necessarily inherent. For us to have good leaders, we have to be extremely intentional on the kind of leaders that we want. And of course, getting here has been a process. So my advocacy started way back in first year when I met a friend. Hi Rachel Kambura, you have really inspired me to be who I am today. I remember her sharing a random link, and I applied to be a local coordinator at Students for Liberty. So Students for Liberty is the organization that has shaped my advocacy journey. It gave me a platform to interact with young people, to share ideas, and to also understand how the future looks like with young people. I can say that the key lesson I learned is our young people, for some reason, have no mentors. Our young people really need mentors. They really need people to push them to be who they are. And of course, being a teacher, I'm not so sure whether I'll go into the teaching space. Hopefully, if God allows, I'll focus more into the governance space. So in future, I'm seeing myself as an advocate for social justice. This is because I believe while we have tried to bring justice to our country, a lot needs to be done. An example is the SDG number 5, and that is gender equality. For a long time, we have focused on the equality of outcomes rather than equality of opportunities, and we have not really had the justice that our young people and our young women out there deserve. For a long time, the voices of our young women have been neglected. They have not really been given the energy that is needed. up to now, there are still young women who do not plan to even engage in any elective position. So I believe that a lot needs to be done, and while a lot of energy has been put, it is just now high time we focus on equality of opportunities, ensuring that our young women are also able to get out there, have their voices heard, and table out real concerns as elective leaders and not nominative leaders. I am a very hopeful citizen. I'm hopeful that as time goes by, we young people will be able to create a culture of active citizenship, and that is why I'm here to show young people that we can do it, and this is our moment to shine. The Gen Z protests have taught us a lot, and one key lesson I can say I picked is the fact that if young people can storm into parliament, then they can also storm into every single space and make a difference. So to every young person out there, I believe that this is just our moment to grab the spaces that are available, any kind of space. Are you a teacher, a lawyer? It is just time that we create a Kenya that we see for ourselves and we see for our children. So being here and being the young person that I am, I say that this is just our moment to show the world that the Kenyan young people have the innovative ideas, the innovative skills to make Kenya the greater nation that you want it to be. Just the other day, I realized that in campus, most girls, especially first years, actually undergo gender-based violence unknowing. I remember I was just sitting somewhere and I was really trying to retrace back, and I felt that I think I had some traces of gender-based violence. And as a campus student, you may never really realize until you are out of the matrix. And yeah, I think being a pastor's kid and then coming to find freedom really shaped a lot in my campus life, because I was there trying to rediscover life and see life from a different light. No pastor, no being a Sunday school teacher, just being a girl and being free. And yeah, I can say that part of my life has also influenced my advocacy journey, because it gives me some little bit of empathy, because looking at it, I would have really made better decisions. And of course, as I sit here, it's also a call to every single campus student to ensure that our campus environment is safe, especially for innocent girls who come to campus very green. Gender-based violence is real, guys. I was even surprised to know that there are some girls who are actually beaten in their relationships. They don't attend classes. Oh God, I feel it is just high time we campus students made our campuses safer. And of course, I feel it is also mandatory for a campus student to pick something and just try to impact their communities back at home, interact and learn different stories, see life from a different light, and just try to bring, even if it's a very small change in your community. Is it climate change? Is it gender-based violence? Is it poverty? You can just go try and address this one single issue and just try to make our communities more resilient. And I'm hoping that our young people will get the right mentors, because they only need mentorship and all other things like amazing innovations